Stop it.
Stop what?
Staring at me. I know what you think. You think that I'm avoiding the issue. Okay, so you're right. It's a very hard decision for me to make. And I just don't want you to pressure me.
No pressure, Angel. It's cut and dried. Either we stick it out here till I can take care of Frank Smith, or we hit the road like always and hope the old ball and chain shoots himself in the head.
Wonderful. So my choices are to let you walk into the lion's den and pray that I don't become a widow, or I completely disrupt my son's life again, leave him with a life with absolutely no solid ground under his feet where we're all in danger if Smith ever finds us.
Well, that's the paradox, darling. There is no peace of mind while Frank draws breath.
I know that. That became very clear in the hospital elevator when I was shielding our son's body from bullets. Luke, there just must be some alternative.
Well, then you tell me what it is.
Did I come at a bad time? Well, what's this? This is long gone.
Well, actually, I knew that you probably needed all these little kitchen thingies, you know.
The utensils?
Right. And I just started going through all this stuff, and I realized that I didn't need half of it. So, Lord knows the last time I had my head inside a stove.
For $10,000 and the game, Miss Hill, which appliance is the stove?
Oh. Well, my cinema's exactly, darling. When you get one, you got to choose in this cast iron skillet, okay, honey? It's my prized possession.
Oh, great. Thanks.
Somehow you are just not the cast iron type, except in my deepest, nastiest fantasies.
Behave yourself.
This is a beautiful copper kettle. Sonny, don't tell me that you don't have a use for this.
Well, I confess I had two.
Oh, okay.
Where's that lovely little boy of yours?
He's asleep.
And there'll be no waking him up. He's just had 24 hours of hell. Although to hear him tell it, it was only slightly more hair-raising than a walk through Disneyland.
Is he all right?
Yeah, he's doing just fine. He's getting stronger all the time, but it's slow. And the thing is, he's really chomping at the bit because he wants to run. But I think he's finally realizing he has to walk first.
Which he actually did today. 3 steps.
By himself?
His daddy was right there at his side. But basically, yes, by himself.
Oh, that's the best news. You know, I could bring in some videos. I got some great videos from old movies over the station.
Well, that would be cool if we had a VCR.
Well, I can lend you one.
Don't you have to plug one of those into a TV, though?
You don't have a TV?
No.
Blasphemy!
Well, forgive us, Madam Media, but we mean no disrespect.
Well, how are you going to watch me do my job if you don't have a TV?
We know that you do it brilliantly.
Yes.
Well, do you hear what's going on this week? You know, this is the first anniversary of our dear president's inauguration.
Really?
Really. And so we asked our viewers, we said, what is the one thing that you want to know more than anything else about the administration? Number one requested story. How is Sock the cat surviving in the White House?
No.
That keeps me up nights. What was number 2?
Hillary's hair.
Oh, I knew it. It had to be.
Oh, I got to go at it.
Okay. Listen, why don't you come over for dinner some night? Let me cook dinner for you in your own pots and pans.
Oh, well, why don't I just wait till you know, kind of get settled? How's that? By the way, I really like the direction you're going with this kitchen.
Actually, we haven't done anything in here yet.
I can't tell you how relieved I am to hear you say that. Okay. I've got to go, honey. I've got designers, though, you know, decorators and people like that. I got numbers. I got people. And it's like,
Great.
okay.
Thank you.
Bye, sweetheart.
Love you.
Love you, too.
Good day. She is so funny.
Dinner?
I knew the moment the words came out of my mouth that you would hate it. She knew it, too. I'm sorry. It's just that she's such a good friend of mine. I really love her, and I didn't realize how much I missed her. I never want to go through having to lose her again. Or anybody else, the people who really do care about us. That's why the only alternative just isn't an option for me.
What alternative?
to go to Sean and ask him for protection and relocation. But I know you don't have to have dinner with him, let alone to trust him with our life in his hands.
I am not going to have some federal agent or some spud with a badge telling me where to go, what to do. Here's your house. Here's your job.
All right.
Having everything monitored. You're...
Don't hurt yourself, okay? I know. You couldn't live with that. Not for more than 10 minutes.
All right, let's do this the Laura Spencer method. Let's make a list. What do you ultimately want for yourself?
The same things I want for everyone else.
But Laura first. You want peace of mind, right?
Yeah?
You want to live here in this house. You want to enjoy your friends and your family. And maybe have a chance to do a good deed or two for the community. You know, the Mary Poppins thing, little Girl Scout cookie that you are. Am I right?
You make it sound so simplistic, but yeah, I can't argue with you.
Right. Well, then my way is still the only way to do that. Let me get close enough to bring Frank down, and then you can have your wish list, and everybody will be happy.
How happy am I going to be if something goes wrong and Lucky and I lose you?
Well, something usually goes wrong, but we manage. Look, Laura, everything that we've been through since we came back has led us to this moment in time, this chance to take care of Frank.
But that's assuming that you're right about his plan.
But I am right. The whole thing just smells of prison break. The only thing that's left is to make sure that he screws up on his way over the wall.
And then what?
Well, then it's solitary confinement for the rest of his miserable life. Or if we're lucky, you know, he wouldn't be the first con to get killed in an escape attempt. And to ease your overly sensitive conscience, I wouldn't even have to pull the trigger, would I?
Can you do that? Can you really stay clear of it? Because the whole point is to do this without losing you.
Well, life's full of risks. But we've got to eliminate the source of all our problems if we're ever going to have what you want.
Frank.
It's the only way, Gumdrop. You know I'm right about this. I usually manage to get us through in one piece.
And you love to remind me of that, don't you?
Well, sweetheart, I'm only talking facts. Recent history, even. How about our little plane trip?
Our flight into Port Charles?
You were worried when we ran out of gas.
Oh, yeah, silly me. Called me crazy.
Well, we got out of it, didn't we? And not only did you have your first one-on-one with a parachute, but I got to induct you into the Mile High Club. And one day we can tell our grandchildren, we did it at 12,000 feet.
Will you also tell our grandchildren that you had me jump out of a dying airplane into a raging river?
Well, which I also managed to get you out of. And you know, those rapids were nothing compared to riding the rapids of the Rio Grande.
But that was different. We had to get to Mexico.
Well, we could have got there through Texas. We didn't have to go through Arizona.
But that's exactly what Frank Smith's men were expecting. You know, but we didn't have to get off those mules. We're doing just fine there, and we didn't have to switch to the raft.
Tell my ass. He was pooped. And besides, the rapids were faster. And it was so hot. Remember? The rapids were cool.
I do remember. It was a real scorcher that day. It was educational, though. I mean, Lucky did get a chance to see the Grand Canyon.
Right, but you're losing the larger picture here. I managed to get us out of that, as I always do.
And you enjoyed every single minute of it, which worries me.
It's always something.
I just have one thing to say. Life after Frank Smith.
Excuse me?
Luke, if you pull this off, and I think that you will, what happens then? You know, your wish list, it bears no resemblance to mine.
Could we just cross that bridge when we get there, please?
Well, I think it deserves a little bit of thought. You love the danger. It is your element.
There are times when you love it, too.
I know that, but I can live without it, happily.
I can't. What about Canada? That was a very quiet life we had there until Frank caught up with us.
And you called it an extended vacation. But you never really stopped looking over your shoulder or waiting. The danger was still there. It was still keeping you on edge while we were pretending to live like everybody else.
Laura, I don't want to live like everybody else. Do you?
No, never. I want us to be content just to be us without worrying about where the next adrenaline rush is going to be coming from. And I don't know if you can do that.
Sweetheart, I'm not a suit and tie. I never will be.
Luke, I don't want you to be that.
I'm not ready to let Frank Smith slide because we don't know what life would be like without him.
Do whatever you have to do. But make me one promise, all right?
I'll try.
Don't get killed. Or maimed. Or end up in jail.
I promise.
Good. Because if you break that promise, I'll just have to kill you myself.
Look at me, this is a nightmare. Next, I'll be going to PTA.
Oh, right, that chance.
You hate it if I turned into a lawn-mowing, football-watching, barbecuing, suburban, civic-minded dude, and you know it.
Only if you started wearing Bermuda shorts pulled up to your chin.
Well, I've always been a sucker for polyester.
Luke, I'm not trying to change you. You know, even if I could, which I can't, I wouldn't do that.
Are you sure that you're not ready to just, trade me in on a new model, something squatty with airbags, something safe and younger?
Oh, Luke, why would I do that? Why, when I've got perfection?
Yeah, well, now, careful, I might disappoint you.
No, never. You know, Luke, most women go through their entire lives without having what I have on any single day. What I want is for us to spend our whole lives together.
Well,
I want them to be long lives.
and I can only do what I can do.
I'm not asking you to make promises that you can't keep. I'm asking you to try.
Despite your complaints, you would have just crawled up into a ball on some sofa and withered away if we'd stayed here after we got married.
I know. I love our lives. I do. It's just that I could live without the constant worry that you and Lucky might be in danger.
We don't do it on purpose.
You don't try to avoid it.
You could really live without it, couldn't you?
What I can't live without is you. Us. I need you. I really do. More than I wanted to. More than I ever thought I would. I know that may scare you a little bit, but that's how I feel.
Let's go upstairs.
But Lucky's awake.
Well, you want to do it here on the table?
What about your back?
Oh, that's right, my back. Well, we'll have to go upstairs, and we can lock a door up there.
Oh, that's fine. We can door.
Okay, we can just be very, very quiet.
I can do that.
I know you can. matter? They wouldn't teach you till the entire party was here? Let's go.
Yeah, so is Donnelly and half the population of Port Charles.
Come on.
I heard from Frank. You got a meeting in Brooklyn tonight.
Tonight? What happened to sometime next week?
Well, you know the Russians, no grass grows under their feet.
Oh, it must be the nuclear waste. Well, what do you mean I got a meeting? I thought we were going to buy this Russian helicopter together.
Well, that was the plan, but Cusack's out of ICU and he wants me to meet him at the hospital. So, you're alone. You know the drill.
Know what? I wrote it. This isn't the first time I've dealt with Eastern European black market arms dealers.
No kidding.
No kidding. Ilya and Sophie. Cute couple with an amazing capacity for vodka.
Yeah, I heard they get insulted if you don't consume, like, huge quantities of that stuff, you know.
Yeah, they do. The trick is keeping a clear head while they keep refilling your glass. It's a challenge, negotiating, setting a price, and driving home safely.
Well, you sure as hell don't need me. Although, I'm gonna miss it.
Right.
See you later.
Bye-bye. Hey. How you doing, babe?
Good.
Be right back.
Okay.
Hey. Hello.
Oh, hi.
What's up? How's the cuisine in this hash house?
Well, that depends on what you're hungry for, cowboy. I'm just helping out Karen and Jagger while Ruby's in Atlantic City.
Oh. Can you rustle me up some grub? I'm in the need of sustenance.
You riding the herd back to Abilene?
No, I'm meeting the Rooskies in Brooklyn.
What on earth for?
So I can bring us home a chopper, whirlybird, helicopter.